Hey guys, Papa Dan here. How's everybody doing? I know it's been a little while, but I've got an update for you. Actually, it's a final reveal on the Venom Anti Venom figure that I was doing for this guy. And I was trying really hard to get him done for the JaxCon show. But the way I was planning on finishing him, I guess it kind of worked out to the good that I didn't get him finished. Because when I sent pictures to the guy that's paying me to do this, he decided that he liked it better the way it is now. So, okay, so he's done. So, just to kind of give everybody a little update here, because I know it's been quite a while. What we did is he bought the Carnage figure, and this is what he's supposed to look like. And later this year, when I build it, this is what he will look like, because I've got this same kit in my stash that I bought back when I got Venom. I also bought the Spider-Man, the Carnage, and the Green Goblin. So, and I've got those builds coming up later this year probably. So, but anyways, this is what he was supposed to look like. The guy asked me if I could do him, paint him to look like Anti Venom. So I went online, and I stopped reading comic books a long time ago. So I went online and started looking at images of Anti Venom, and man, that guy ranges. That character runs the gamut as far as what he looks like. He goes anywhere from this to this to this. Now, granted, I know this is like an action figure model of that character, but I thought that looking over all the different pictures and everything, I mean, these weren't the only three that I looked at, trust me. Looking at the model and then going over pictures, that guy's too beefy for the model. That guy's too skinny for the model. He doesn't look anything like the model at all. So this was about as close as I could come to the actual model. So what I did is I got him painted all white, and then did the black spider on him and everything. And then that was all I was supposed to do. I mean, he didn't want a base or anything like that. He just wanted the model built and painted. But since it took me longer to do it than what I had originally thought it would, now he knew that I wasn't, he gave me this back in, oh man, October, November, something like that. And I had told him then that there was no way that I was going to be able to touch it at all during the Christmas season. Besides, I was kidnapped. So I told him that there was no way I was going to be able to touch it then. But even after Christmas, I kind of got involved in that big Gundam. So it took me a little longer than I had intended to. So what I did is I went ahead and I made a base for him. Just a little like diorama type base to put him on. And I'm not going to charge him for that. So let me get the camera turned around here and I'll show you what I got. Hang on, I'll be right back. Alrighty, so here we go. Now he is not glued down to the base yet. The guy I'm building him for does want him glued to the base, so I still have to do that yet. That's the only thing that I really have to do yet. But this is what he looks like, and that's the base that I had made for him. So I'll give it a quick spin around here. And as you can see, he's got the radioactive goop, ooze, whatever you want to call it, dripping from his fingers there. So, and he's got the pipe that I made, and I'll show you a little close-up of that once I get around there. The half that he ripped off is in his hand there. But that's just the back side of the base there. And this is all made, all the bricks here are all made from wood that I cut out. All the smaller boards, all the brown boards are all done with craft sticks. The individual bricks here are all cut out from wood. And then, and what do you want to bet that was Tommy? I'm not even going to look. I know it was Tommy. He has he's got an uncanny, freaky sense to know when I'm doing a video. But the pipe here that I made was actually a wooden dowel. And what I did is I started with a real small bit and drilled down with my drill press. Drilled it down as far as I could one way, flipped it over, and then drilled down from the other end so that I could get it to match in the middle, you know, meet in the middle, and then just kept working my way up to a bigger bit till I got the size opening that I wanted, and then put it on one of my other saws, my scroll saw, and actually cut like half of this off here. And then that's the half that he has there in his hand. And then just painted it to kind of look like a pipe. And then the radioactive fluid, whatever, that is coming out of it. That, and what I'll do is I'll insert a picture here in just a second. But this is actually the third attempt at making this. The first time I did it, it really bombed on me. I saw this stuff at work, and as most of you know, I work at Toys R Us, so that ought to give you a clue of where I'm going with this. But the first, what I saw at work was this flarp noise putty, and if I can open it here, yeah, there we go. And I thought this stuff was like perfect for you know, to make some radioactive goo. I mean, you can see the texture of it, and the color was great. So I thought this would be the perfect stuff. So I had it all out, had it down on the base and everything. It looked great. Then came overnight. Went to the show. That was Friday night that I did that. Went to JaxCon on Saturday and came home Saturday night, and it was terrible. It had all dried out. It just looked really, really bad. I had no idea. I figured it would dry out some, but I had no idea it would look the way it did when it dried out. So what I'll do is I'll insert two pictures right here. So the first picture you saw was right after I did it, right after I put it down. The second picture was very obviously when it had dried out. So the second thing that I used, and this stuff here was not easy to get off of this base either. When it dried rock hard, and it stuck to the base almost like cement. So I had to really scrape, and then and of course all this is glued down already. That was the last thing I put on. So I had to really scrape, and then repaint it all, where I scraped and everything. So the second stuff that I used was this stuff, which I had used previously on the Titanic and did really, really well on the Titanic. It's a no, I take that back. I'm wrong. Excuse me. Wrong order. The second stuff that I used was this Water Effects by Woodland Scenics. And this didn't do too bad. I tinted it. It comes out clear, or it comes out white, and then it dries clear. And what I did is I used the Tamiya clear green. And this is what I got. And what I put it on a piece of wax paper this time instead of on the model until it dried. And this is what that came out looking like, which isn't bad. I mean, I probably put too much green in it, but it worked, and it would have been all right. But then I used this stuff, which is what I used on the Titanic, what I started to tell you. And I'd forgotten that I had this. I used this for the rough water around the edges of the Titanic and some of the wave tops. Again, this stuff comes out white, and if I can get it off here, I probably won't be able to. Okay. It comes out white and dries clear. So I bought some neon green craft acrylic paint and painted this, not painted it, but mixed it with the craft acrylic. And then again on a sheet, let it dry, and this is what I came up with, which I really liked. I liked the color of this better than I did the dark green. So that's what I got on there. That's how I did that. So anyways, he's done. He's going to go to his new home, and the guy is really, really excited about getting him. What I had intended to do was, for my taste, he was too white. He needed to be toned down. So I had used the this Duraclear, Americana Duraclear satin varnish, because I wanted him to have a little bit of a sheen, but I didn't really want a high gloss on him. And then I was planning on using a black wash and a black wash and a darker gray. I was going to use the darker gray first to kind of tone down the white a little bit, or a medium gray to kind of tone down the white, and then use the black wash over that to kind of highlight certain areas. You know, like, you know, maybe his muscle tone, you know, right around in here and different parts of him. And that's what I could not get to work out. I don't know what I was doing wrong. I tried 2 different washes. I made my own with a craft acrylic gray mixed with washer fluid, and really super thin. It was like 75% washer fluid or 80% washer fluid and just 20% paint. And then I also tried the testers, the pre-mixed wash. I tried this stuff, and I couldn't get either one of them to really flow the way I wanted it to through the, you know what I'm saying, like through the highlights and everything. I mean, I would have, it just wasn't flowing. I would have had to like paint it on or something, and that wasn't going to work. There's just way too much detail on there to do that. So I explained to the guy that, you know, I could figure it out. I knew there was people out there that could do it and tell me how to do it. And, you know, I just told him it would take me a little bit longer. And he said, no, don't do it. He likes them just the way he is. Just pure white, and just he liked them like this. So I said, okay. In that case then, he's done. So just got to get him glued onto the stand, because he, like I said, he does want him glued to the stand. And then I'll be delivering them. So anyways, he's done. Tell me what you think. And I've been kind of rambling here long enough, so the next update you'll see will be more than likely the jet, from the Secret Santa build that's going on. And I'm also going to be doing the Tom Daniels group build. So I'll probably have an update coming on that also. Alrighty guys, so thanks for tuning in. Let me know what you think on the comments down below, and we'll talk to everybody later. Bye.